So I'm very honored to have a presentation about Takenaka's construction robotics transformation initiative today. Then thank you for to have this kind of great opportunity to have this presentation. Then this is Nara Kotaro. I'm a senior manager of construction department of Takenaka Corporation. And I used to work at several construction sites in Japan and the USA as a site manager. Then and joined the tender project for construction planning and some technical supporting for the ongoing projects so far. So I've been working for 15 years in construction industry, so I'm kind of a construction guy at the middle age, okay? So as a construction guy, so I have been seeing the situation of construction industry in Japan. So it is widely changing nowadays. So for example, as Murakami-san mentioned, the number of construction labor is decreasing, and we have less skilled workers due to the aging problem. On the other hand, complexity of the project or building itself is also making much more difficult than before. In addition, we must have a responsibility for schedule and cost, and the sustainability and the environmental matter and so on. So we must accept and adapt this situation. To overcome these circumstances, Takenaka had established advanced construction integration, which promotes creating better solutions for construction at the very beginning of each project. So from the basic plan through construction. Okay? So here are the four major concepts of these systems. So first one, so start making a construction planning in detail from the beginning of a project, like a basic plan. The second one, utilize open BIM method and efficiently collaborate with the other parties. Then third one, try to apply off-site production like a precast or some unit modular and so on, and so that reduce the site works. And this is today's main topic, number 4. On construction site, we proactively try to apply digital construction technologies, including RX. So before introducing Takenaka's product, let me roughly explain about the RX. The construction RX, which means robotics transformation, represents Takenaka's comprehensive approach to integrating robotic systems and automation technologies throughout the construction process. And these are 5 general key factors of construction RX on the screen, like this. Then here are several examples of Takenaka Corporation's RX tool in Japan. So we have a material handling machine or some cleaning robot, lifting equipment, and inspection drone inside the building, which connect with a BIM system and so on. So we are now developing at least 10 products per year. We're trying to do something like that. Then today I would like to introduce 2 products here. The first one is Tawarimo. So Murakami-san also introduced that one. So which is developed in collaboration with Actio and realizes remote control operation of tower crane. So today, tower crane operator must be at the top of the crane, okay? So he must climb up in the morning, then stay in the tiny room and operate whole day. Sometimes maybe he might miss going to toilet and so on. And he can climb down at the end of the work. So it is that environment is so hard for them. So by utilizing the Tawarimo, he stays at the operating room on the ground. Then remotely operate his crane. Then also he has no operation for the crane. He can switch the crane at the another construction site from the same place. So in addition, experienced operators can be standby by the young generation operator. Then teach them directly. So Tawarimo can also enhance the opportunity of the education of the skill as well. So here is a future vision of Tawarimo. Any skilled operators can operate any tower crane from one place, anytime, across the border. But unfortunately, it is quite difficult to set up operation room outside of the site in Japan due to the current Japanese regulation. Therefore, being involved in the establishment of the regulation and applying to construction industry in Singapore, this is literally meaningful for this future vision of Tawarimo. The next product is advanced wall lifter. This equipment makes curtain wall installation work more efficient and safer. So as a conventional method, we usually use 3 floors for installing the curtain wall. So we see 3-floor openings without protection during the installation work. By using this lifter, we can eliminate the workspace into only 1 floor. Then, so that workers can install the material easier, faster, and safer. So this equipment consists of 2 components, main unit and suction jig. So please visit our booth to see that product. We have an actual product over there. So ask any specification or detail there. So I introduced 2 hard products so far, but only developing hardware is not enough. Back to our diagram. So we need to consider to implement RX to our advanced construction integration system. So let me show you our 3 activities. So first one is Robocall, which is a new concept of job category in construction site. So recently we have a lot of robotics, some IT tool, digitalization tool, and so on in our industry. But how about construction site? So I have heard a lot of voice from the construction people. Hey, where should I start? What can I do first? Or who will be in charge of this operation? How to connect the network and so on. So it is really hard for the construction. So Robocall specialists will help such a situation for site team as an on-site digital integrator. Here's an example. So one of the Takenaka construction site hired one Robocall specialist, and he had this kind of operation, like from setting up a robot, teaching them, coordinated collaboration between human and robots, and so on. So they have the site team a lot for the implementing these new systems, and the site people could focus on the daily construction management and gradually learn how to utilize it. In addition, this is the second one. So we are now developing the construction robot platform. Here's the overview. So for example, automatic delivery robot or some cleaning robot, they are connected and collaborated through this digital platform. And we can easily see where they are and where they are going, moving, or some without any congestion. So also, all robot route or cleaning area will be set in the BIM's data. So our goal is to secure the remote monitoring and operation and the BIM coordination, software updates, checking discrepancy between drawings and the actual construction site, and so etc. So all information can be on this robot platform. So this is our concept. Then third one, so we are seeking a good chance to collaborate with startup companies. So we do not only introduce the new technology to others, but also trying to find a solution to localization, like regulation, some specification or cultural barriers, and so on. So we are going to join from the beginning of the project to the end. So as an example, we brought and supported Singaporean technology into Japanese market. So in Japan, Takenaka collaborated with H3 Zoom AI and launched facade inspection and interior inspector with AI-powered automated patrol reporting system. Okay, so that's all for today's presentation about Takenaka's robotics in transformation. So our construction RX is not only manufacturing robots. So as one vital gear in Takenaka advanced construction integration, it is our mission to advance robotics technology in harmony with digital platforms and improve productivity and safety across construction sites. In order to create more powerful and exciting construction industry, we have to collaborate beyond the border and remove the barriers. So let's connect in Singapore. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you, Nara-san from Takenaka Corporation. Thank you.